Hey everybody, and welcome to our Soul Tribe event for tonight. Tonight we're going to be talking about financial independence. I'm Tanya, and I created our beautiful Soul Tribe about 3.5 years ago now. And I created it because I really wanted to have a like-minded tribe of soulful, heart-driven, particularly people who really wanted to make a difference in the world. And of course, what that's done is it's created this beautiful community of women and some men who are really believe in contributing, but also, in mind, body, and soul alignment and wellness as well. So we have two parts to what we do. We have our beautiful program where we support our customers, but we also have our business side as well, where we support people to create financial independence. That is what we're going to be talking mostly about tonight. If you just keep yourself muted, please. Sorry, guys. Right. So that is what we're talking about tonight, but I will be talking a little bit about what we do in terms of our program and our nutritional support so that you can see how we actually create this business. So when we think about financial independence, we think about legacies, right? We think about being self-sufficient. We think about having freedom, having time freedom, having financial freedom, being able to live the life that you really want to live. And for all of us here, that's a huge part of why we're actually here. Yes, there was a whole lot of other things we want to do as well. We want to contribute, we want to grow, we want to be healthier, we want to help other people. We want to have something that's really fun and that's, gives us a lot of stimulation and really interesting experiences and different experiences. But we also want to create some security and some financial independence. So how do we do that? So what we do is we have partnered with a beautiful company called Juice Plus Company. They've been around for 50 years. And we've created a beautiful program around this, which is called the Soul Project. And this is really mind, body, and soul aligned. We believe that when you align your mind, your body, and your soul in terms of your wellness, you're creating a more holistic picture. You're actually ensuring that you are more balanced. And, obviously when one area is unaligned, one area is not well and not balanced, it can often make sort of all over, not very well. So, and I know this was certainly something that I was finding in myself. I was, very much all about the spiritual, and I was physically really sick. So what I did was I actually gave this incredible program a go. And with our products behind it, Juice Plus, we are essentially micronutrients, fruits, veggies, and berries in a capsule that really creates, bridges the gap between what we do eat and what we should be eating. For most of us, we're not actually getting our daily recommended dose of 9 to 13 every day, and that's why they were designed. But what's happened is, because they go straight into your bloodstream at a microcellular level, they actually support really optimal functioning of your whole body. And it gives you so many different options to support your body. So your body is supported on every single level. And what this creates really beautiful wellness. So your body can actually start to heal. It's supported to start to heal. And that's what happened for me. So I was really sick. I had an autoimmune disorder. I was this close to having a disease. And I had chronic pain every day. I had adrenal fatigue, so I was absolutely exhausted. And my hair was falling out in handfuls. My skin was a mess. I had skin rashes. I had viruses. I was always sick, always at the doctor's. I had UTI, so I was always on antibiotics. And just, I was just always sick and had headaches and an upset tummy. I was always nauseous. Life was just pretty shit for me at the time, to be honest. And nano naps were pretty normal for me. So when I discovered this program, and of course I aligned beautifully with the spiritual side, but I also really have always believed in natural health, and fruits and veggies are nature's medicine. So it made absolute sense to me. So I jumped on this straight away. I thought, wow, this could actually really work. So I started, and within a few days I was feeling a lot better. And what this gave me the opportunity to actually not just get well, but also to really align myself with by using all the resources that we've got. So it really supported me to ensure that I was meditating daily, that I was, had using gratitude daily with our gratitude journal, that, we have webinars and things from professionals that really support our growth. But we also have, we look at limiting beliefs and how those really affect our physical body as well as our soul. And of course, there's recipes and meal guides and exercise plans and all sorts of different things that we use that really support us on a holistic health level. And of course, the other thing that we do is we also support our children. So our company sponsor our children for free. So that means that they can also get the chewables, fruit and veggie chewables for free as well, which is awesome. And our products and our program support 3 systems in our body, which are really important. They support the nervous system, the digestive system, and the immune system. So our micronutrients support our immune system. We have our beautiful protein powders, which are all plant-based. Everything is from plants. We don't have any nasty additives or synthetics or anything. And these support our digestive system. They're full of pre and probiotics, and they're really, they're beautifully designed so that they really support and replace our good gut health, especially when we're on antibiotics all the time and we lose that good gut bacteria. And then, of course, we have our beautiful plant-based omegas, omega blend, which actually supports our nervous system and really ensures that we have those really good neural pathways firing really, really smoothly and keeping our moods really calm and supporting our inflammation as well in our body. So we have everything that really supports our body. Now, I'm not going to talk much more about our program. If you want to know anything else about our program or our nutritional support, which work beautifully together, then please reach out to the person who invited you along tonight or who sent you this recording. And we do have more information around our program that we can send you. But right now, I'm actually going to pass you on over to the gorgeous Kieran. And Kieran is going to be talking about the business. Yes, we're going to kind of change gears, and we're actually going to be really focusing on how do we create financial independence? How can we set up a legacy for ourselves and our children and our grandchildren? How is it that we can have time freedom where we can actually work from home if we want to? We can travel the world once COVID is over and the world is open up again. We can go anywhere we want to and work from anywhere we want. We can be there for our loved ones, and we can actually step away from our day jobs if that's what we want. So I'm going to pass you on over to the gorgeous Kieran, and she's going to talk a little bit about how it works and bust a few myths as well. Let me just find you, Kieran, so I can spotlight you. Cool.
Hi guys, I'm Kieran and I'm under the spotlight. A little bit nervous tonight, but I don't know why, but I just thought I'd share that. So I have the honor and privilege of talking to you all about the business side of things, and boy, is it epic. I fell across this opportunity purely by accident. The stars aligned, and came through the product side of it by doing a Better Body Challenge. And massive skeptic. Unlike Tanya, it took me a while to get into the swing of things. But for me, it was about the sense of community that I saw and I want what everybody else wants. All these people that are really freaking connected and helping each other out and lifting each other up. So I thought, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. I come from your typical everyday 9-to-5 grind, business, corporate, and yeah, it's where you work hard to level up and things like that. So I would like to draw a picture for you and just do where hopefully you can see this, where I've come from and explain it, because when I joined the business, it's actually opened up my mind to a different way of thinking, a different way of being. And we talk about, pyramids and stuff like that. Guess what? Here's your traditional business that I have worked in for most of my life at this point. I'm still doing a day job while I build this little empire, which is absolutely awesome. So of course, when you start off in life, you know, you come in at the bottom in the corporate world, which was me. And, you know, I want to work my way up. I want to be up in this management level and doing my thing. So what do I need to do to get there? Which has been a really difficult thing. It's why I decided to jump on this opportunity, because I was working my ass off for 40 hours a week, if not more, in the job that I was in for, you know, very little amount of pay. I had to ask for time off. Now, I used to be in the US, so over there you only get 2 weeks of leave a year. So asking for time off to come home to New Zealand, because when I want to travel home, I want to hang out with the family and the cousins and all the rest of it. It's like a month. So I would have to take 2 weeks, and then I have another 2 weeks of unpaid leave. Who wants to do that anymore? Not this diva. Anyway, back to the pyramid screen. So doing this, if we want to get level up, as I call it, in a traditional business, we either have to go get requalified, which is time and money again, and we're also fighting with external candidates and internal candidates to get that position that we're looking for. The likelihood of getting it, it's a whole big freaking competition that you've got to get into with fellow colleagues and external candidates, makes it really challenging and really difficult to actually think about doing that kind of thing. It's also really time consuming when you have to go and do extra training. And I don't know about you, but the whole purpose in life is to be able to spend more time with your family, to have that financial freedom, which is what I'm looking at, time freedom, be able to go on holiday, be able to travel the world. For all the travelers that we have here, I'm one of those. I like to be nosy and see how other cultures are. So that's our traditional everyday 9-to-5 grind society that we actually born into on intergenerational levels. So like I said, I was a big old skeptic when I started, but you see me here talking to you now, sharing this gift. Why? Because it's absolutely epic. What we still have levels in the company. Everyone does. It's up to you where you want to go, because that's really what this business is all about. So up the top, we have a PMD Plus. I don't know if you can see this. Sorry about the lighting, guys. That you have a position there. You have all these different rungs. Now, again, we all start at the beginning. You've got to start at the beginning to learn where you're going, to learn the ropes, of which, may I tell you, you get every ounce of training, mentoring, coaching. And by the way, all the people, your little sideline buddies that have decided to start this business, guess what? They're helping each other out too. So what you put in is what you get out of this business. And you can, if you're just in it, like to get cheaper products and that kind of thing, cool, not a problem. You can get your cheaper products. So you just kind of hang out. That's, I think, about $200 a month in your bank account. You can do that. If you're a little bit more motivated, and by the way, when you do start this, you start somewhere, and then all of a sudden you start dreaming big and you start imagining the places that you want to go. And by the way, you can manifest all that stuff because it allows you the freedom to be who you want to be and grow. That's the other thing this business gives you, which I didn't anticipate, is like a massive personal development course on the down low, which is really cool because, like I said, you get to dream, you get to go get those houses that you want to buy. Myself, I'm working towards saving a deposit. Sorry, I'm excited, so I'm a bit lost for words. Anyway, back to our little scheme. I'm sorry. So you can go up the ladder if you, depending on how motivated you are and where you want to go, which is cool. So you can do like 500 to 1,000. However, you get into the swing of things, you get a little bit encouraged, you get empowered, because this is what this business does for you when you become the CEO of your own business. And guess what? You suddenly think, oh yeah, that's possible. I like the sound of that. Why? because let me just tell you, people, there is no cap on how much financial income you can earn. Yes. How do you like those numbers? Zero cap. So unlike the traditional businesses that we're in, what you put in is what you get out. And the world is literally your oyster. Monetary, no cap. And the bonus with what we do is that it's not just you that you're helping. You are helping everybody else that is A, ready for it, B, planting seeds for those who may be ready for it, who may come around a little later. You're helping your family and your friends because you're actually leading by example as to how life can and should be for you and all those people around you. For me personally, you know, I came home from overseas, bit of a tragic story, lost a baby, lost a husband, got a little lost with myself. So I have, for me, like I said, it was about the community. And with what we do here, it's everybody reaching down and lifting up. So no amount of trauma that you've been through is going to stop you. You are able to grow from it all. You are able to find life again. And that to me is priceless. So I keep digressing. I'm a little excited. I'm trying to get all this information in here. So this is what we have. We have an amazing opportunity where you can be the dream creator of your own life and achieve it. You can have financial stability, financial wealth and abundance. You can have time freedom for all the mamas and the daddies out there who are doing the children thing, and you can spend the quality time with them, all the while sprinkling in and creating an empire. And the magic with all that, and yes, I say it's magic, because this business allows you to create a legacy business, which means that you are able to pass it down to your children and on to them, so they reap the rewards of what you're putting in. But if you think about it, they also watch via and learn via osmosis, because they see how that you're multitasking, you're filling your cup up, and it's flowing over and enabling them to see how happy you can be, the time freedom, the financial freedom, and all that amazing stuff that we get with what this business opportunity allows us to, or gives us basically. It's a no-brainer in my world. So how do you say, sorry, like me, bit skeptical, how do we learn how to do this and grow our little empires and all that kind of thing? Well, if I may, it's not rocket science, people. It's actually really cool, because you're allowing people to help out. So my lighting is terrible. I'm so sorry. Okay. It's like a little science experiment. That's what I like to call it. So here's me. I'm Karen. I joined the business. I thought, oh, what the hell? I don't want to be that juice plus chick hitting up all my family and friends and everything else. So it's not as scary as what it sounds. Trust me on this. And you have so much help. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So I went out and found my friend Tane. He wanted to join. So I thought, okay, cool. Told him all about it. Really excited. He has 4 children and wanted to do his own thing, which is cool. Then I found my other girlfriend, Tony. It's the tea club that I'm starting, must be. She's up the line a bit. She's having an amazing time with this, loves the products. Then I found my girl, Elise, and she's joining on. So what happens is they have found some friends that want to join. And it goes like this. Tony's found a couple of mates, Natasha. She's found her girl, Nikki, whose is the N Club. Elise is working on her team. She's found some really cool, her girly girls have signed up and that kind of thing. And we go on. From there, we've obviously got other team. We've got Sarah. She's gone out and reached out to some of her people. And so on and so on. And those people reach out. So in all, like I said, science experiment or popcorn. Depends what you really like to eat. Popcorn, personally. And that's what we have. And from that, you are growing amazing empires and communities, basically. Like I said, that's why I decided to join, because I was feeling isolated and alone. And yes, I've still got family, but you know, as they say, friends are the family that you choose. So it's an amazing opportunity. I hope I have explained this the right way and created a little curiosity for how much you can actually do for not just for yourself, but for others. Giving to yourself and giving to others in a world that's a little bit crazy. So if you want to retire yourself, it gives you options there. If you want to hang out with kids, it gives you major options there. If you want to just dream big and actually make those dreams a reality, then give this a go. Have a look, give it a try. Ask any questions to somebody who sent you a video. I'm going to stop rambling now. Thank you for listening. And I'm going to pass you on to the beautiful Angel.
Thank you, Kieran. I'm just taking myself off of view on my side so I don't have to look at my face. So I'm actually going to go a little bit off of what Kieran's mentioned there with your normal corporate job, your normal job, and yeah, I was stuck in the exact same system where you start right at the bottom, and I was lucky enough to be boy at a garden centre. And I loved my job. It was absolutely amazing, but I was working my ass off and getting $20, well, just under $20 an hour, and I was just running myself to the ground. And by the end of the week, I was drained, more exhausted than the start of the week, just had no energy to even go home and enjoy my days. And I just kept doing this and kept doing it, and I still couldn't afford my rent. I couldn't afford my food, my gas to even get to work. And at the end of the day, your boss doesn't really care about that stuff, you know. You just need to show up to work. He's happy. And I was working there for about 3 or 4 months, and I was absolutely loving it. And I found out I was pregnant. So being a very honest person, I went to him straight away and I was like, look, I'm pregnant. I need to tell you straight away, just in case, you know, I got sick or anything happened. And it was just before the Christmas holidays, so it was a time that we all really need money. And he actually didn't tell me until after Christmas, until I was meant to start back at work, that I no longer had a job because of it. Because he had more eligible people that were able to do the workload that I in the future wouldn't be able to do. And it just broke my heart. It really did. And it reminded me that, you know, in a traditional job, you're filling up, like Kieran said, filling up someone else's cup and only just getting by yourself. You're only just surviving every week, draining yourself. And it wasn't a way that I wanted to live anymore. So really, he did me a favor. He's given me the opportunity to do this full time. But yeah, so I was a bit heartbroken at first, but then I turned around and I looked at it and I was like, okay, I've actually got an amazing opportunity in my hands, which gives me the access to more support, more community, more love, more training, more anything that I could get anywhere else. And I've really jumped into that and taken advantage of it. And the amazing thing is knowing that I'm not going to be stuck on a low paying maternity leave. I'm not going to be stuck jobless because I've got something I can build literally from home until I can work on the day that I give birth. I can do this the whole way through. And then once baby's here, it just means that I'm that little bit more, quite a lot more set up than I'd have ever been with a traditional job, because as we all know, maternity leave really, really leaves you on your ass, getting minimum. They decide how much you're eligible to be getting, and it makes it a lot more difficult. So I've had the luck of being able to do this from home, build myself and baby an amazing future. And in the 7 months I've been doing this so far, it's just been incredible. It's actually this month is going to be paying for my cot, my pram, my capsule, my car seat, and these are all things I just wouldn't have been able to afford until just before baby was born if I was still working in my day job. And I know that in a few years' time, just building this consistently, I'm not going to have to ever worry about work again. I'm going to have this as my full-time thing. And not only is this mine, but it's also baby's. Once she, if something bad were to happen to me, you know, I know that I can pass this on to her. And it really gives me that safety, that security that we all need. And I'm just lucky enough to have found it even before baby's born. So yeah, for me, it's definitely a very big thing of having something that's going to help me and baby. And I just couldn't be more thankful for that, especially now. Being halfway through pregnancy, I've just gotten through the morning sickness, and there was no way I could leave my house at all. Tanya knows all about that. She's heard it 1,000 times over. So yeah, I've actually been able to do this despite the morning sickness, despite everything else, and the community that I've built. I think, I can't remember who said it the other day. I think it was Sarah. She actually mentioned that this baby's going to have more aunties than she can even count, because that's what this is. It's not just friends, it's family, and you get to choose that family, and it's just incredible. I'm going to stop blabbering on about my life and pass you on to Amira, who I believe is there, I hope.
Amira, honey, you there? I know that her phone was dying, so we might just have to go to Sarah. But Amira, you there, honey? I actually can't spotlight you at the moment because you're muted. So, or if you can just show your camera and unmute. Otherwise, just let us know if you can't share, and I'll let Sarah share.
She might be busy with Mama Life too.
Okay, I think what we'll do is, thank you for jumping in, Sarah. We're going to go to Sarah, and Sarah's going to share her story.
Hello, beautiful people. Wow, this is a spur of the moment jump on for me. I'm sorry, and I'm
thank you so much, Sarah, for jumping in.
You are welcome. Yeah, so I have been part of this amazing community and business for 2 years now. And when I first started, I was actually doing the day job of working long hours as a security guard, and yeah, lots of nights away from my family. And it's actually quite ironic sharing tonight, because it has been a pretty tough couple of days for us as a family, because my daughter has been in hospital. And so the best part I can say about this fantastic business and the opportunity of working online is that I have been there for my daughter. I've been there for my husband. I've not had to think, shit, have I got any sick leave? Have I got any annual leave that I need to use? Because in the past, when my children have been sick, I've had to phone up my boss and say my kids are sick, and then I've been made to feel guilty that I want to put my children before my job. And yeah, with this, I have been able to say, you know what, my kids come first, my family come first. And I've been able to be up at the hospital, sit with my daughter, support my husband, answer questions from the doctor, ask the doctor's questions, without in the back of my mind thinking I should be at my day job, because this business is my plan A. I don't have a plan B. I don't have a plan C. This is my plan A. Because the fact that I've been able to do this and be there to support my family, this is the most important thing in my life. And as far as I'm concerned, being a mama is number one, and being able to be there for my children is number one. So yeah, it's been an absolute roller coaster ride. I absolutely love every minute of it. But the most important thing is that it gives us the opportunity to be there for our family, be there for our children. If you don't have children, be there for your older generation, being there to support anybody that needs it. So that's a real short story from me on the run. And I just want to say, if you are watching this, take it with both hands. I sure did. I think I touched my toes in it for about 2 weeks, and I said, nah, that's it, let's jump in. So no regrets at all. Absolutely fantastic.
Thank you so much, beautiful, for sharing, for jumping in so quickly. That's the beauty of this business, eh? You can do it around your family. So I just wanted to share something. Actually, I know that Kieran was talking a little bit about this tonight, about the business model, and I just saw something that popped up today for me, and I thought, right, I want to share this tonight. Listen to this. Banks don't like Bitcoin. Taxis don't like Uber. Hotels don't like Airbnb. Bookstores don't like Amazon. Cinemas don't like Netflix. 9-to-5s don't like remote work. Innovation is not always liked. How cool is that? I just really love that and thought that's exactly what we're doing here. We're actually being innovative. You know, we're actually bringing something new. We're trying something new, and we're actually creating something for ourselves that works for us and our families. And that's what I absolutely love about this. So, you know, when we talk about our business, yes, it's remote, so you can work anywhere that you want to. And yes, it does give you, or it does leave you, a legacy. What it creates for you is actually creates passive income. So this is for anyone who doesn't know what passive income is or residual income is. This is the money that actually you earn while you sleep. And for most, no traditional business, no traditional job is going to give you residual income. This, you know, online work, this business is the only thing that's actually going to bring you residual income. Yes, there's other streams that will create residual income for you as well, but this is such an incredibly low investment that anybody could do this. Doesn't matter where you are in your life, whatever financial situation you're in, you can actually do this yourself. So what I'm going to do, now we're talking about money because this is all about money, right? I'm going to talk about money because there is an opportunity to earn quite a bit of money in here, and you're probably wondering, well, how do you earn money? It's really simple, really. We get paid in 3 different ways, which is really cool because it means that we can earn as much money. So whatever we put in, Kieran talked about this, whatever we put in, we're going to get back out again. We're going to get rewarded for that. So the 3 different ways that we get paid. The first way we get paid is we get paid in retail profit. So when we think about a customer, and this is JP over here, JP company over here. So when we connect our customer with the Juice Plus company, we receive some profit from that, which is really cool. So we receive a certain percentage of profit. And as you know, when Kieran talked about the different levels that we go up, as we move up those levels, that retail profit gets higher and higher. So there's an opportunity to earn quite a lot. The next way that we get paid is we get paid in commission. This is your residual income. So this is the income that is they're paying you while you're sleeping, while you're holidaying on a tropical island, while you're in a hospital looking after a sick family member, while you're having a baby, Angel, you know, while you're doing life. Basically, this is what pays you. And this is the really cool money. So as your income, so as your team grows and as you move up those levels, so you know, when Kieran talked about the popcorn that she loves to eat so much, that's as that grows, so does this. And this is what pays you for life, forever. Even when you're gone, this is going to pay your children, this is going to pay your grandchildren, and so on, which is really, really cool stuff. So the other way that we get paid is we get paid in bonuses. Now, these are the things that, I don't know, when my dad was working, when I was a child, he used to get bonuses at Christmas time. And actually, my husband still gets bonuses at Christmas time. But I've never actually had a bonus. And I know there's a lot of people that just don't get paid bonuses anymore, right? Things are so different now. And it's really hard for a lot of traditional business employers to actually pay their staff bonuses. We pay bonuses, which is really cool. So let's talk a little bit about those bonuses, because this is the fun now money that I really like. So when I saw this, my eyes popped, right? It was so cool. So when you start in this business, you start as a partner. And within your first 10 to 30 days, you actually get to Partner Plus. And this gives you a $100 to $150 bonus. Now, it's not a huge amount of money, but it is certainly a really good amount of money when it's really all you're needing is another couple of customers. That's great. You know, there's not many companies that will do that for you. Now, your next level that you get to within the first 60 days is SP. Now this will give you a $300 bonus, which is very nice. The next level we get to is SC, and that is a $500 bonus. Our next level we get to is Q. Whoops, Q. That doesn't even look like a Q. I'm not even going to pretend that it's a Q. I'm actually going to write it properly. QSSC, and that will give you a $1,000 bonus. Now, the really cool thing about this is all those levels that Kieran talked about, there's no way that you can actually get anywhere in this business without lifting someone else up. So we are a teaching business. So when we come in and we get to here and we get to here and we get to here and we teach someone else to do the same thing, that's pretty much what we're doing, is we're just teaching someone else to do the same thing as what we just did. And when we get to these levels, what happens is we get a teacher bonus. So not only do you get paid these bonuses when you get those levels, but your teacher also gets paid the same, which is really cool. So fancy getting a bonus just for teaching someone to do something that you just did, which is pretty easy. That's pretty cool. Now the next level we get to is SSC. This is a $2,000 bonus. Our next one is QNMD, and that is a $4,000 bonus. Our next one is NMD. That is an $8,000 bonus. Now, there's quite a few other levels between all the way to PMD plus, which Kieran also talked about. Now, this gives you a $36,000 bonus. So there's lots of bonuses in between here as well, which is phenomenal. Imagine getting that bonus just for getting to this level. That's pretty cool. Now, the really cool thing about this level here, which is our pinnacle position, really, it's the position that most people really want to get to, is when you get to here, you're earning about $100,000 to $120,000 a year just in residual income. That does not include your bonuses or your retail profit. How cool is that? Yeah, that is pretty cool. And that, to me, that blew my mind when I first saw this, because I thought, wow, what an incredible opportunity to be earning lots and lots of money. Because at the time when I came into this, yes, I was sick. I was really sick, and I had such amazing results from our program and our nutritional support. But where I was in my life was I was broke. I had come from a social work background, and I was absolutely sick and tired of being the ambulance at the bottom of the cliff. And we were at that point, my husband and I were at the point in our lives where, yes, we wanted to travel. We wanted that time freedom so we could travel. We could spend 2 to 3 months overseas at a time, but also that we could grow something, which meant that we could retire ourselves early, and we could have a legacy for our kids. It was something that was really huge for us. And, you know, so as soon as I saw this, I saw the business model, it made absolute sense to me. I met the community, and that was enough for me to say, right, I'm in, because I was working in a really negative working environment that was not working for me. And I just got sick and tired of people moaning constantly. And it was just an awful place to work in. And this was such a huge extreme, and I felt so welcomed, and it felt so much like family. Like Kieran said, you can't choose your family, but you can certainly choose your friends. And so for me, I jumped in this opportunity and thought, this could be my retirement plan. This could be our travel fund. This could be our legacy for our children. And the other thing that I really loved about it was it meant that I could give the way I wanted to give. I could show up and I could give to people, to things, to places, to charities, to just give of myself to anything that I wanted to. And this was my social work, which I absolutely, absolutely loved. And so for me, unlike Kieran, I actually jumped in with both feet, and I thought, after 4 days of being on the product, I thought, right, this is me. I'm in like Flynn, and I jumped in, and honestly, I absolutely put everything into this. I put 200% into this, and within 4 months, I had left my day job, which I really didn't like, and I'd started this full time, and this is pretty much my life. 3.5 years later, and this is what I do. This is my full time, part-time hours. So the only reason, I mean, I could do this 24/7 because I'm completely obsessed, and all my team know that I'm completely obsessed. because I love them so much and I love the program. I just love everything about this business. But it's just something that I can choose. I can choose my day. I get to stay at home if I want. I get to hang out with my cats. And my, all of my children now are older. So, I don't have to worry about them anymore. I'm a bit of an empty nester. But we can actually go wherever we want. I went to a funeral the other day with my husband to support him. And honestly, if I was working, there was no way I would have got the time off. So it's little things like that that I really, really love and appreciate about this opportunity. And also the fact that I'm growing this incredible passive income just by doing what I love. How awesome is that? So thank you so much for coming tonight and for joining us. If you've got any questions at all, if you're feeling like, oh, this could be me, but I'm not quite sure, please reach out to the person who invited you along tonight or sent you the recording, and just get your questions answered. You've met us now. You can see that we are normal people. We are just normal people who wanted to have an extraordinary life. And what we did was we got out of our own way and we decided that we wanted to make this work for ourselves and our families. And I mean, as you can see, there's so many different people coming from so many different stages of life and different places and different experiences. So you don't have to be anyone special. We're not anyone special. We are just normal people who just wanted to make a difference in our own lives and other people's lives. So if that's you, if you've got a burning desire to do something to make some change happen, then this could be perfect for you. And we would love to have you part of our team. So thank you so much for tonight, and we're going to sign off and hopefully see you soon.